Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a 2018 favourites video. So it's just going to feature some of my favourite makeup products from the last year, since we're coming into 2019. I think these are the few that have jumped out at me. So without further ado, I'm not sure which one that is. I'm just going to jump in with the video. So I'm going to start with the first product, and that is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Now I know this is a really popular product and a lot of people use it. The coverage on this is great. It is really, really thick and is great for covering up those bags. I just think nothing compares. Every time I put it on, it's like the thickness of the coverage. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for this one. So that is my number one. Let's jump to number two. These liquid lipsticks. So these are the Jordana Tissia. I'm not actually too sure if I'm saying that right, but Jordana Tissia liquid lipsticks. And I got them in the shade Smooch and Paint the Town. Yeah, Paint the Town. So I really like these. The colours are great. This is the perfect nude. It's a very like pale nude, pale pinky nude. And then this one is kind of like, it's like a very, very bright red. So yeah, they're really great colours, which I love. And also it's the formula for them. When I put them on my lips, I don't have to top them up. So if I put them on, and I'd say like that's even with eating. So say I think I wore this one on holiday last week, and this one I put it on maybe like it was probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I went for food. I had like 2 courses, I had drinks, like quite a bit to drink as well. I went to bed at probably about 11:30 and none of it had gone. Like literally, I'm not joking, none of it. And I didn't realise, because when I put this pink one on, I was so busy in love with the colour that I didn't really notice how good the formula was, as ridiculous as that sounds. So when I put this one on, I thought, oh, I need to properly look at the formula, because I was so busy looking at the colour last time that I didn't really pay attention. And part of the way through the meal on holiday, I was sat there and I thought, oh, red lipstick, I think it does look quite bad, you know, when it starts to go. Because you can really tell it looks quite different to your lips. When it's like in the middle gone and you've got like a weird red lip liner with no lips. No lips? You know what I mean. But yeah, and I asked Craig, I said, oh, like, do I need to top my lips up? Like, how bad is it? And he was like, no, like, you know, you don't need to. And I was thinking, I definitely need to. He's probably lying. Typical male, giving me that sort of answer when there's probably half of it gone. And then I looked in my mirror like 10 minutes later and I was like, oh, that's so strange. Like, it's actually like stayed on. I had actually heard they were going to be good, these ones. And I mentioned it to Craig and I actually forgot about them, and then he got them for me. And I tried them and I'm so glad that I've got them, because yeah, definitely a must have. So that is number two. Let's have a look at number three. Let's have a look. This is number three, quite a random one. So this is like a beauty product rather than like a makeup-y product. So basically, I always find I'm not the best with nail varnish, like painting it, and I chip them all the time. Yeah, it can be quite a nightmare, and I'm that girl that goes on a night out with no nail varnish half the time because it's just wrecked or I haven't had time to paint. But with these, I can do this, like I can actually paint them and maybe like a few days before and it lasts really well. So it's basically like a gel effect. They're the Essie gel nail varnishes, and this is like the top coat one and this is like the colour. So this is a colour I'm loving. I've got it in different colours as well. I've got a pale pink and a white as well, but I find this colour is my favourite, so this is why I've included it in this video. And then that's like a gel effect top, so it just really cements the sort of like coverage of them. But I find them really, really good. It takes longer, like it chips a tiny bit, but in comparison with a lot of nail varnishes that I've used, I find it particularly good. So yeah, really impressed with that. And just the colour and the thickness and everything, and it gives like a nice shine with the top coat. So yeah, really good nail varnishes, and I've actually started painting my nails more, which is quite an achievement really because I'm awful at it. But yeah, so that is number 3. Now we're going to jump to number 4, and this is the Laura Geller highlighter. It is the Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator. I don't know if it's gelato or gelato, not too sure, but it is in Gilded Honey. And yeah, I can't rate this enough. Like, it's great for a powder highlighter. I just find it so pigmented, and it just gives a really natural finish at the same time. It's a bit strange, like you can literally dust it on and it goes on perfectly, whereas I find with quite a lot of highlighters they go muddy and they're a bit of a nightmare and they can look a bit cakey, whereas I find with just literally a little small highlighter brush and this, you can just dust on a slight layer and it gives a lovely like gold highlight. For powder, this is probably joint first with another brand, which I'm going to show you in a second. But yeah, super love this. That is number 4. Yes, 4, that's number 4. Number 5, this has actually been in my last video. Last video? Yeah, last video. But I am super impressed. Admittedly, I haven't used enough of my other stuff from the Plouise Makeup Academy yet because I'm going to properly get into it now, but I've been away and it's been Christmas and everyone's been a bit mad, so. But I have used this a lot abroad and I am obsessed. The glitter, and it's just like, oh, I can't even describe to you. This was a real game changer on everything. A real game changer for my eye makeup on holiday. It's almost like holographic-y, and it just like brightened everything up. You know, like sometimes you do your makeup and you're like, something's missing, like I'm not really feeling this. And I was a bit like, not too sure about my makeup the first night. I just did like a dark eye with a bit of glitter, and I was like, And then the second night I thought, oh, I haven't actually tried that yet, so I'll try it. Tried it. Yes. This is what I've been looking for. I loved it, and I was meant to do my, you know, eye makeup differently every night, experiment, but I didn't. I used it every single night on holiday apart from the first one. Every single night, and loved it. I never got bored of it, so would defo recommend that. Obsessed. Plouise, I'm going to be ordering more glitter pigments from you. Actually, I've just remembered I didn't put the other Plouise product I haven't put in my favourites, which I'm going to put as number 6 now because I've just remembered it, is the Plouise base. It keeps all your eyeshadow on and it makes it easy. Takes away the oil, the horrible crease line that you get. It just makes pigment so much like more pigmented. Definitely a must-have for your sort of like eyeshadow routine. So yes, that's number 6. Next, foundation. So this is actually a new foundation that I got a couple of weeks ago. Now it is a Bobbi Brown foundation and it is in the shade Warm Natural. So yeah, I really like this. It's not too dark, it's not too light, so it's great, a happy medium tone for me. So I'm pleased with the colour. The coverage is great. So it's basically a longwear weightless foundation. It is really weightless. Like, I can usually feel when a lot of foundations are on my face. This one, I'm impressed because it just generally feel really light. So yeah, that's very good. Oil-free shine control, it is very good at that. A lot of foundations I like. I love the NARS All Day Luminous, but I do get quite oily with that one, but I just love the colour of that one, so I use it quite a lot, but it is quite oily. Whereas this one, you don't have to powder as much. I'm not forever, you know, topping up with the powder or looking in the mirror or like patting down or whatnot, because I get quite oily here and here. But yeah, super impressed with that. I'd heard about Bobbi Brown from a couple of people, and I was actually going to get, because I went shopping, it was one of my Christmas things from Craig, but I had to pick the shade because obviously trusting, you know, your boyfriend to pick the shade would be pretty fucking daring. But yeah, I'd heard like good things about it, from a couple of different people, and I just didn't think about it, and then I went to pick with the intention of getting another NARS one, and it was a bit of a nightmare at the counter, and I couldn't find the colour I wanted. And then I saw Bobbi Brown at the corner of my eye, and I was like, do you know what, maybe I should give this one a whirl. And I'm so glad I did, because the good, and it's really good mixed in with the MAC Pro Longwear foundation. I think it's Pro Longwear. I want to say it's Pro Longwear, but yeah, mix it in with the MAC one is good as well, but it's good on its own. But yeah, so that's number 7. Next we have another highlighter. So this is a most recent favourite as well, but I had to put it in there because I'm super impressed with it. It is another radiant highlighter, so not glittery, and there's a choice. So it's basically the Ofra Glow Up palette. It's like that, and we open up. Oh, it is just bam, bam, bam. And the great thing about it is obviously it has the different shades in. So, you know, some days I'm feeling a darker highlighter, some days I'm feeling a lighter one. This has got me covered, so it's great. I think I'm probably using this one the most, which is, I actually don't know, Rodeo Drive. But then the other ones are Blissful, Star Island and Beverly Hills, which is the mixture of all the different ones there. Oh, it's shaking. Greg's in the corner. Keeps knocking everything as usual. He can't hear me because he's got earphones in. You're a dickhead. Yeah, can't hear me. But yeah, really impressed with the Ofra palette. Another one of my newbies.
Sorry.
Behind the scenes footage. Are you alright?
No.
So the next thing on the list are these little beauties, and these are Real Techniques brushes, limited edition ones. Literally, I can't describe how pretty these are. It's like an ice blue effect. And it's got like these purpley bristles, and it's covered in my makeup, but it was like a whitey, like lilac at the top, and then it's like a dark purple here. I should have washed these so you could see how pretty they really were, but you can kind of obviously see like the bottom and that. But I'm really impressed with them, like they're really good quality ones. I love Real Techniques, they're like my favourite brushes. So yeah, and I didn't know that these were a thing, so when I got them I was like super happy because they're so pretty. I didn't know Real Techniques were bringing out new ones, and love new makeup brushes. I've got loads of Real Technique brushes sat on my dressing table that I've never used for decoration. That's how obsessed I am with them. A bit strange, but anyway. This kind of leads me on to my next one. This is like your for my eyeshadow and whatnot, but this one I've been using with my next product, which is on my favourite list. So this is the Becca bronzer. It's actually a foundation, but I use it for bronzer because it's like the perfect shade for bronzer, and it's super blendable. Really can't rate this enough. Louisa got me this one for my birthday, so shout out to you, Lou, because I'm super shocked by this. Really great. One thing I would say is it works well with this brush, so if you fancy splashing some cash on two things, these are the two I'd recommend. I use it to sort of contour and bronze, to be honest, because it's a great sort of middleman. It's not too orange and it's not too brown, so you can kind of use it for both. But yeah, that is number 10. So that brings me to my end, I think. That is everything. So that is my favourites for 2018. A few newbies and a few like classics from the beginning of the year, from the beginning of 2018. So yes, really like the things I've included. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe if you don't mind, if you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!